Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Emerald Mystery Radio. I'm Sky, and if you don't know, this is a channel that lets others know they are not alone. When dealing with mental health struggles, life struggles, day to day struggles, all kinds of struggles, you are not alone. So, today I'd like to talk about the topic of rejection and how often we see rejection as something positive rather than something that's negative. So, oftentimes when we hear something has been rejected, we can relate it to something negative. We can get emotional about it. We can get sad, angry, even confused at times. And it could be rejection over something you're doing, something you've done, that you're putting your time, your effort, your energy into, really pouring yourself into whatever it is. Or it could be a rejection of yourself, meaning someone is rejecting you. It could be a friendship, a relationship, a connection that you really wanted, and it's the outcome was rejection. Looking at life as everything happens for a reason. This is a motto that I try to go by a lot in my day-to-day life. Everything is happening for a reason and everything is working out for my good. So when we see a situation where you have done the most, where you have tried the hardest, you're putting in your effort, you're taking the extra steps, you're going the extra mile, and it results in a rejection, try to view it as this is happening for my good. This is happening for a reason. And if this is not being accepted right now, it will either get accepted in the future or I have something better in store for me. And I really want to relate this to the job market. Um, like I've said in previous videos, right now I'm a full-time um, working stay-at-home mom that runs a business on the side. And being completely transparent, the company that I work for, when it comes to working full time, is absolutely horrible. And I cannot wait to share that experience when I have moved on from the position. But the job market right now is so it's not good. The job market is so out of whack, unsynced, however you want to call it. Nothing is making sense. And I'm looking at, hearing different stories of people that are trying to look for jobs, that have been looking for jobs for the past so and so years. And I come back to the thought of rejection and trying my hardest to relate it to something that is positive rather than negative. And it is hard. That's something that I do find is kind of difficult to do, especially after you have tried something X amount of times and it's still coming back with nothing. You're still coming back empty handed. But when you flip the script and you see it as, okay, this didn't work, so then I'm going to get something better. I'm working towards something better. I'm working towards better pay. I'm working towards, there was something at that position that it could have been, the energy of the workplace. It could have been, something there was something in that opportunity that just wasn't for me. And I couldn't see it, but it just wasn't for me. And that's okay. That's fine. Something better is going to come along, something better is going to happen for you. Um, and I know that changing the aspect of how you look at things can be very difficult at first, but it's all in, taking things day by day, giving yourself grace, giving yourself time, and understanding that life happens, but we have to make the best out of life. What can making the worst out of life do? It can put you in a horrible, depressive mindset. It can be so negative. And then you're taking on all of these things in your day to day life too. Come on. Like, give yourself a lifeline. You're your own lifeline. So why not make the most out of it? Why not make the most out of the situation, the experience, and help yourself little by little, emotionally, mentally, even sometimes physically? Because when you start to look at things in a more positive way, things can lift. Like your spirit can lift, your happiness can lift. It's decreasing the level of stress, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just 2%, even if it's just 1%. The it could be the most least percentage, but it's still something. It's still something. And if you're already going through situations in life like I'm going through, like, for example, me. There's things that I'm going through in life that is so stressful, that takes so much time, that takes so much effort, and it still comes back to be rejected. And I'm just like, ugh. But that little bit of percentage goes a long way, for me at least, in the end. So I just wanted to come on and give that little note about seeing life in a more positive view, giving yourself grace, giving yourself, time and understanding, because we are our own lifeline. We are the help that we've been looking for. So let's not be too hard on ourselves. Let's not beat ourselves up too much. The things that are going on around us, that may take place around us in this life, things happen, and we have to roll with the punches. And that might not sound, it's not something that's easy. It's not something that's easy, but let's try to make the most out of it. Let's try to make the best out of it. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and give that little piece of knowledge that I, I am experiencing right now. Hopefully I was able to help someone, to let you know that even if this is something you are going through, you are not alone, and it does get better. It will get better for us. We just got to hang in there. And yeah, until next time, everyone, stay natural.